schooling time. Alright, Kaiser devs, pay attention. This is for everybody. Alright, so this is some code here from David. And yes, this is directly going to David. I'm going to use you as an example here. But this is very useful for everybody. So everybody please watch the whole video. Alright, let's dive into it. So David made a pull request, and this is some code about I already forgot. I don't want to scroll all the way up. It's something, the spam, I think, the spam thing. Actually, is this a spam thing? Oh no, GDPR request page. Alright, cool. So let's go back. Alright, so here we are. This is a method over here. As you can see here, there's a for each loop, and here he does a line that results in a query, which I'll go into a little bit deeper in a bit. And I respond, this can be taken outside of the loop. David here thinks he knows better and challenges me, and he says no, this should be inside of the loop, hence this video, because David, I've been doing this a little longer than you are. It's okay to not know everything, but pay attention. Alright, so over here it checks from account packages, which is some weird ass long line here. Like as most of you probably know, I'm not first of all, I'm not a fan of Laravel at all. I'll be even close to say I really dislike Laravel. But I'll have to make some assumptions because I'm also not fully up to date with Laravel. I'm definitely not an expert at it. But over here I see he checks the user account relation, and he gets all the account packages, and he returns that as an array. So fine. This is from a package over here, fine, I'll believe that. And then over here, this is kind of where it starts the most important stuff, the for each. He goes over this particular array, and then the package turns into the value, which is an array at itself. Like I prefer writing for each is always array as key then to value. It's okay, you can write it like this, but I just prefer that for readability, even if the key doesn't matter, which in this case obviously the key doesn't have any value, so that's why David probably didn't include it here in this line, which is fine. Then we go to this line, the line that results in a MySQL query. I have tried to find the documentation of what find exactly returns. However, Laravel documentation is absolutely freaking horrible, and not even their own website properly. It just has a simple definition, finds the function find on a particular model returns this. Now I did find that it always works on the primary key, which is fine. I don't really care about that. This is primary key apparently, so that's fine. But I don't know in what kind of query it actually results. So based on what I could find, I assume that it actually results in a select star, which is an issue. So basically just returns the whole table here. So current package is either an array or an object with the whole package or the whole the table, so all the fields from this model. And as you can see here in the next line, all we need is package name. So which makes it very useless to request the whole thing over here. But that's an assumption. Maybe I'm wrong because I don't know Laravel that well. But I do know there are options with Laravel just to select only the package name, for example, which would make a lot more sense here. So that's mistake numero uno. Alright, then he says no, it cannot be taken outside of this loop. Because a current package, we add the package name to the current array, and then we clean out some shit. Index account packages is over here, so these are the column names that we need, that we want basically, and then the rest gets cleaned out, and then the package array is moved into a bigger array called account packages, which is then used in the library to create the CSV sheet. So how can we make this go outside of the loop to make it a lot more efficient? let's go and have a look at the code that I wrote. Alright, so the same thing, we're over here, same lines everywhere. So what I did, we start here. I defined a few arrays that's going to help me along the way. I always do that in advance because I know PHP is a dynamically typed language, but I consider it a strong type language and always define my variables in advance. It just helps you, it helps your mind, it helps your programming skills, it helps your programming quality. Alright, so for each, like I said, I prefer writing this part. It's not necessary, it's just my style, that's fine. Then for each, I'm gonna save the package ID in an array. I declared it here first. And then, just like before, I'm just adding the package name to the package. I'm setting it blank now because we don't have the package name yet. I'm doing this because from the comments from David, I understood he wants to add it in the beginning, which is fine. It makes sense that we have package name as first. So he wants it probably in the first column, basically in the package array, which is fine. So I left it there, but I'm just leaving it as an empty name. We don't have it yet. And then I'm going to do out the cleaning. The cleaning has absolutely nothing to do with actually getting the data like it was over here. So the cleaning, this for each loop, this inner for each loop, has nothing to do with the actual package name, because the package name is not going to be cleaned out anyway because we just added that. So we can already do that over here. And then I'm adding package to the main account packages, which is kind of the holder, right? But remember, we still have an empty package name. We still don't have that because we haven't even done the query yet. Now here I'm doing some trickerage. I need the inner position of the array, so the key of where we just added packages to account packages array. And I get them here. This is the last ID of account packages. So this is the ID we just that's assigned to this particular package, right? In the loop. And then I'm using another helper array over here to make a relation between the package ID and the last ID. So the key is going to be the package ID, and the value is going to be the last ID, so that we know which package ID belongs to which key for this main array over here. Now then we do our query over here, a package select, so I only need ID and name over here, and then I'm doing a where in package ID is package IDs. I did that over here. So in this line over here, I'm assuming that Laravel with get over here returns me a result array. A result array, so package names is going to be a result array, which I can loop over, of course, as package name as a key. Basically, again, this part over here is not used at all, and v is going to be an array with the ID and the name. Clear over here? So now I'm looping over it, and I go to reference account packages, because now we're going to set the package name, and over here I'm using that helper array. The VID is the package ID, and that's the key over here from this array, and the value is last ID. So basically we get this value over here gets last ID, and then for that we create the package name. We access the package name attribute, and we set the package name we just got from this line over here. Hence, in the end, we have account packages with all the packages, package arrays inside of this main array, and package name set. Clear? That's it. The query is outside of the loop. It's a lot more efficient, and we get the same result. Alright, I have not tested this, so it still needs to be tested, but I'm going to let David do that himself. And if I made any wrong assumptions from how Laravel does some stuff, we can fix that quickly, but it's about the ID and about taking out the query outside of the loop, and also making the query more efficient and not just select everything. Alright, learn it and do it and copy it in the future. No queries inside the loops. It makes the code run so much more efficient. Trust me.